Columbus Small Animal Hospital, loving our work. I'm Dr. Jim Kramer. This is Rocky. He's an 8-year-old neutered male Dachshund, and he jumped off the couch at home and now has been referred to us by another veterinarian because he has posterior paresis. So you can see he cannot stand or walk on his hind legs. He falls to the right and he knuckles over on his left leg. See the paw that's upside down. So he has a proprioceptive deficit actually on both hind legs, as Dr. Ann's going to demonstrate. He will slowly eventually replace those, but that's not a normal response. She should do that immediately. So Rocky's in trouble from a back injury, intervertebral disc disease, and on this x-ray it looks like the problem is between L1 and L2, the first two lumbar vertebrae, which does align with the trigger points according to Dr. Ann that she could discern through acupuncture techniques. So here's Rocky looking cool in his goggles and receiving a therapeutic laser treatment over this area, the first of many. He receives acupuncture treatments, laser therapy, and other pharmacopoeia through that intravenous catheter that's in his left front leg, and oral medication as well, herbal, as well as Western methods. Over the years, we've developed protocols for these cases. We do see a large number of these cases, and they do tend to do surprisingly well, even many that look hopeless. Rocky has come into us quickly. The owners have not let this go for a period of time. They brought him to their veterinarian soon after the problem arose, and that veterinarian referred Rocky to us, and so we're on top of this in a timely manner, which really does help many times in these cases. Rocky has lost some use of his tail and both of his hind legs, but has retained control of his urinary bladder. He still has voluntary control. That's a very good thing. That's hard to get back. Many of these cases will lose that as well. So here Rocky is being restrained by his owner for an acupuncture treatment from my wife, one of the few certified veterinary acupuncturists in the state of Nebraska. You can see he is already regaining some use of his tail there. Although it doesn't work entirely normally, he does have voluntary control over it, and she's placing acupuncture needles, and he's tolerating that quite well. So now Dr. Ann is going to connect those needles to the acupunctoscope, which puts a small electrical charge through the needles. The electrical charge will exacerbate or enhance the effect of the needle placement. In a large part, acupuncture serves to downregulate or upregulate neural responses through neuromuscular junctions, which is where a lot of these acupuncture points are, and that results in the clinical effect. So surprisingly, this is the very next day, and Rocky is responding quite well. You can see he can stand. Couldn't stand yesterday. He can stand even on the leg that he kept falling on. He cannot voluntarily walk or place his legs yet, but he can support his weight and stand once propped up. So when we knuckle his paws over, we can see that the proprioceptive placement has improved on the right side especially. The left side still very slow. I don't know that he's placed it even yet. So here's Rocky on the second day of treatment. This is day 2, and you can see we've gained an awful lot in a short time. Still is holding his tail in an unnatural manner. He does have some use of it, He does walk crouchingly some of the time, but he walks pretty darn normally. He kind of goose steps, which is a common thing with spinal cord injuries. Messages from the spinal cord not only cause muscles to take action, but they also rein it in. So with spinal injuries, we get loss of that function, and so you get hyper reflectivity, hyper action from those muscles, which causes that goose stepping kind of gait. Now we're 4 days into treatment, and you can see I've gained an awful lot. The tail moving much more naturally, back and forth, and Rocky is able to stand and walk much more normally. So additional therapeutic laser treatments over and over again, which he does seem to enjoy. And there's the smile. So Rocky spent a total of 4 days with us the first time and went home, and now this is 3 weeks later, and he's come back for another acupuncture treatment. His owner wants to stay on top of this and keep these symptoms and problems at bay, and so he's back to have acupuncture treatments periodically to keep him healthy so that he can continue to move normally. And he does receive additional therapeutic laser treatments as well to help keep this problem under control. And here he is at this same time, approximately 3 weeks after the initial injury, and you can see he's moving normally, has normal control of his tail, he's pain-free, he's doing quite well. So we're very happy that Rocky came in right away soon after the injury. He made a very quick turnaround and a total recovery. He's a good boy and doing well. And so Rocky's come back to see us. It's been about 3 months since he was in before. He's made a complete recovery. You can see his tail wagging, he's walking normally, doing great. And so Rocky's recovery is lasting. He's doing well at home. He's running around, being a regular dog, having a good life, being very active. We're all very pleased with Rocky's recovery. Columbus Small Animal Hospital, loving our work.